Good evening and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Joel and today we're going to be doing a quick walkthrough of this 2017 Ford Transit van Custom 340 litres. It is a 6-speed automatic front wheel drive. It is a 2-litre turbo diesel engine which is a long wheelbase with a low roof. So it doesn't look too low based on just having a quick squiz on it, but it does have roof racks on top of it as well. So a little bit of an addition towards it for yourself. Now I know that this is quite a custom car itself, so I'm going to run through as much as I possibly can for it. I probably will turn it on so we can at least see the interior lights, so at least when you get to the back of the car, we can have a good look and basically explore and expand on what's actually included in the car too. Just having a quick look at the very front here, we do have parking sensors at the very front, which is pretty unique for a transit van, but it works very well. So I mean, it makes it a lot easier to park, so you know exactly how big your nose is. I know that jumping in and out of a van in comparison to a truck, as I've personally driven them quite a lot, is rather different because the amount of distance you have is significantly less in a van in comparison to what it is in a car, and that makes them a little bit easier to park, but also it's a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes. So just having a quick look at the very front here, it's in very good condition. We have just the generalized black handles with our black wing mirrors. Indicators are located on our wing mirrors as well. So very nifty to have there. We do have alloys on this particular car with hubcaps covered. Now I'm not going to go into detail on every single one. It is a 16-inch steel rim on this one. Now there is some damages by the looks of it in relation to some gutter rash on this particular hubcap. So I'm going to assume that they're probably pretty similar. We will stop and have a look. However, I'm not going to talk too much about every single hubcap on this particular vehicle. Just having a quick little gaze into the very front of the car, we do have a very good amount of storage in this car. So it's basically built to be a work van at the end of the day, and you have lots of storage available to yourself. Now there is a compartment in this door trim at the very top or in the middle here, and then also underneath as well. So very, very good amounts of storage there. Lock and also unlock with our our window controls all located here. We have a little bit of a cup holder up the top left hand and also a drink bottle holder. So pretty similar across a lot of the transit vans on the left hand side here. Very good amount of storage in basically our glove box just here, which is handy too, and our seats. Now we do have 3 seats in this van, so it's very nifty to have. Now if you pull this tray down, it does have a little bit of a strap here, so you can actually pop some stuff in here like documents if you need to, but it also has 2 cup holders in there as well for maybe some Gatorade bottles or something. It's a little bit warm on a warm day. Now, we do have lots of controls on our head units and everything like that. However, I'll try to go over that in as much details as I possibly can in the near future. So I'll double check that in just one moment for you. Now, we have our fuel cap just located here, which it does look like it could potentially have AdBlue in it as well. So it's just something to keep in mind if you're going to be going down that course. But we do have diesel in this particular van too. Let's open up the side door just to give you a little bit of an understanding when I actually grab the keys and open it for you. We'll wrap around and we'll come back to it, so my apologies. Let's just have a look at the paintwork on the car itself, which is actually in very good condition for a work van. A lot of the time people don't really care as much about their work vans in comparison to normal cars, so generally they get a little bit more beaten up, but it looks like this one's been very, very well looked after, being a Transit Custom too. Tow bar in the back with also rear parking sensors, which is very handy, and also a reverse camera too, which is neatly tucked away on the back there as well. So just having a quick look. Now we've got wipers on the very back here too, which is, it's not a very common thing to be honest on vans. So it's just something to keep in mind that is very, very nice to have, especially if it's a foggy morning and it's a little bit chilly. Continuing through now, our paintwork is still very, very good condition on this car. Look, if you're going to be going for something like this particular vehicle, I would highly recommend investing into our Hydro Protection package to protect your paintwork on the exterior. Now, it is a 2017 car, so it does fall under the category of just being within the 5-year-old period. So you can get a lifetime warranty on ceramic coating that we do put on the vehicle to protect your paint from any bird poo, bug splatter, tree sap, or any of the above with it all. So it's very, very nifty to have. Now, over here we do have our 4th and final tyre in good condition yet again. So just panning back towards here. Now I'm going to run around to the other side again. Now I've got the other key, because Ford a 2-stage unlock sometimes, which sometimes I do forget about. So having a quick peer into the very back here. Now, this is where it gets a little bit unique because this isn't what you see every day on a van. So I'm just going to open this one up really quickly. We have shelving, which I'll just clip this one into place as well. So we have shelving, which is very, very handy. So in custom vans, I don't know if it's personally what they've done in this one. We do have carpet on the flooring as well, but shelving is a very, very unique thing. It doesn't really happen a massive amount in vans, to be honest, but it's done really well in this particular van for you too. So it's a good amount of storage. Now, I'm going to go through back around to the side again and jump in the side just to kind of give you a little bit of an understanding. Now, it does look like you can open up your doors all the way in this car too. So I wasn't too sure exactly what it would be, but you do have that option available too. So you've also going to be able to, put a little bit bigger stuff in the car if need be. Just close this one really quickly. And let's go around and have a look at the side door. And there's just your roof rails or roof racks up the top there too. Very unique. Now, just having a quick peer, we do have our cage, which is built into this too, which is very, very handy. Good safety feature in my opinion, and a must-have in a lot of work vans that you do potentially have. Got a nice handle here, but look, storage-wise, it's plenty. There's lots of storage available in this particular car. Lots of lighting in the back as well, so if you're going to be using it on any nights or any dark periods, or any cloudy days for that matter, it's very, very nifty to have. There you go. Oh, that was a little bit loud, but it makes it nice and easy to close. Now, basically, the easiest way to do this is you just close this as per normal, and it closes. Very, very simple. You open this up, and it locks back into the place that it needs to, so that way it's not going to continue to fly open during the wind. It's locked in basically at the end of the day, which is pretty handy. Now, you can actually unlock the door itself inside if you do accidentally lock yourself inside too, so maybe keep that in mind. Now let's jump inside the interior of the car itself and run through all those particular features for you. Door trim, identical to the other side, except we've got another window control and also our mirror controls there as well. Quick peer into here. Now we do have mats in the back, which is a good sign because a lot of the time when you get mats in a car, it means the owners actually looked after it a fair bit more than what it previously would be. Now we've taken the mats out to clean them, of course, and it is a little bit wet today, so the ground is a little bit wet. Now there is two little hooks up the very back here, which is very unique, but could work pretty well for any work stuff. And a little bit of a storage compartment up the very top here as well. So that works out pretty well. Now a head unit, it's very simple, basic, but it gets to the point. Let me start this car up really quickly and then you can have a little bit of a look and you'll understand what I mean. Here we are. Alrighty, so we've got a CD. Let me turn this down really quickly. Awesome. Alrighty, so can we just open this one up? I'm just seeing if we can just open it up in general. Route, resume guidance. Okay, so we do have navigation built into this vehicle as well, which is pretty different. Sorry, let me recenter that camera for you. Navigation is built into here, so it's just ignore the destination that it's trying to go to at the moment. It does have your navigation based on a location in this particular one. We do have a CD player, radio, AUX, and also phone connectivity as well. Now, the actual climate control settings are very, very simple and easy to use, which just here are very nice and neat and compact for that matter as well. We do have our gear stick, which is out of the way, which is very good. Now you can also rest your knee here if you'd like to. Very, very handy to have. Cruise control settings, which is only relatively new to a lot of vans. It hasn't been around for a long time, so it's pretty handy to have in a van, which works out very well, especially if you're going to be doing long trips and everything like that. On our left-hand side here, it looks like we can probably navigate through. Here we go. This is for like temperatures and everything like that. You've got all your settings all there located. Trip computers, everything's located on there as well, which is very handy. Indicators on the left hand side. Over this side we do have our lights located on the right over here, and on the right hand side as well we do have our wipers, so very, very handy to have there too. Lots of information. It's basically readily available of what you need to have, which you can see, which is your revs, your speed, all the generalized stuff. It does look like we do have potentially auto stop, and also your parking sensors to turn them on and off on the right hand side there as well. But that pretty much is a quick pan around on what's included on this particular car. But that pretty much concludes our walk around of this Ford Transit Van Custom. Now keep in mind those shelves in the back, it's a very unique car. It's not going to last too long because people do look at building those and they do cost a lot of money, particularly in work vans. So if you do think that this vehicle is for you, please inquire on it today or call our staff on 9907 0555. We'll be happy to give you any finance quotes if you'd like to see if this fits within your budget. Other than that, thank you for watching. My name's Joel and have a lovely day.